Hey everybody, Dylan Distraction here, coming to you live from Batlantic Studios. Thought I'd do a quick back to drawing board, show you what's on my drawing table, talk about comic books. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Mother's Day. I hope you're having fun and relaxing and reading comic books or watching me draw. And I hope you can hear this. If you can hear this, give me a thumbs up. If you can't hear this, that's fine too. Hold on, let me see if I can hear this. So what's everybody up to today? Anything fun? Ooh, audio's working. Cool, because there was that one time I did a video and there's no audio. And that's a bummer, because I'm saying such important things, such valuable information just there out of my mouth that I want to make sure everyone can hear it. Probably not. Probably not saying anything of much value. But Warhood Week continues. Thank you so much to everybody that's gotten a bundle pack, that's got books or prints. Go to batlanticstudios.com if you want to get archive the Warhood Odyssey books or prints or comics or commissions or blank sketch covers or hats. I got the hats going and the masks. The masks are shipping out. So and thank you so much to everybody that's gotten a commission. Thrilled to be able to draw for you. I'd love to draw for you. If you want me to draw something for you, just let me know. Happy to do it. Thumbs up. Yeah, questions, comments, concerns, please post them below. I'm multi-channel broadcasting here. I'm on Twitch. I'm on YouTube. Go to DylanDistraction.com or go to twitch.tv/BatlanticStudios or watch it on Facebook. Or if you're watching the restream, if you're watching it anywhere, just thumbs up, comment. I really appreciate it. I like to know that people are watching and that they care that I'm drawing for them. That's pretty much it. All right, I'm going to flip the camera. And I had some suggestions. I posted a question, who should I draw? And Raven and Swamp Thing were suggested. So I was like, oh, that'd be cool if I did like a Raven Swamp Thing mashup. I've been reading, rereading the Scott Snyder New 52 Swamp Thing with Yannick Pacqua, and phenomenal. That series is mwah. It's mwah. I love it. I think it's one of the best Swamp Thing interpretations ever. If you haven't read that, definitely check that one out. So good. They just did a hardcover of that, which I have, which is great. Never met Yannick Pacqua. I believe that's how you pronounce it. He's from Quebec. So I know he has come through Portland. I think he's been to Coast City Comics, which is the comic book store I go to. I'd love to meet him. I'd love to get a commission from him. His work is phenomenal. And of course, Scott Snyder, I've met him briefly once. He's very, very nice, and his work is great too. So yeah, if you don't read my comic books, maybe read their comic books. They're pretty good. But whatevs. So I'm going to flip the camera. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please post them below. And let me know if the chat's working and if you can hear me. And if you can't hear me, that's fine. Whatever. All right. Cool. I'm going to flip the camera. All right. Here's what's on my drawing table. A blank piece of paper. As you can see, I've gotten really far on this. This is a little bright here. Probably dull that down a little bit, huh? And let me share this. So, I hope everyone is doing awesome. I'm going to be listening to my headphones, but if you have any comments. And, hey, thanks so much for watching, Allison. What's up? You're working on a comic too? Cool, me too. Finishing up my series, The Oppressors, talking with a printer right now, getting that finished. And, also, working on my new Creator-Owned series, which I'm super excited about and can't wait to show people. I think it's going to be the coolest thing I've ever done. So, yeah, let me know if you can hear me. Just double checking. I get a little nervous that the audio is not working sometimes. So let me show you. If you do go to batlanticstudios.com right now, you can get Volume 1 or Volume 2 in a bundle. And you can get a blank, or you can get me to draw on a sketch cover for you. This is Warhood Week, and I'm including a bunch of other random stuff. So you'll get bookmarks and magnets and stickers and mini prints. So go to batlanticstudios.com right now, or Dylan Andrews Art right now, and shop. Grab yourself some creator-owned indie comics. I'll sign them, and I'm doing head sketches in the back. So if you want any of those, feel free. If not, that's cool too. No pressure. All right, so I'm going to draw for a little bit. Probably draw for about an hour. If you get sick of watching me, that's fine. All right. Oh, good. Thank you for saying you can hear me. I appreciate that. that helps because I do get a little paranoid. One time I was doing a live and I was talking and everybody was like, I can hear you. And I had the volume like deleted or disabled on the phone, which is a little odd. I don't know why that happened. So, but I think ever since then it's been good. And I'm multi-channel broadcasting too, which is kind of fun. I'm on Twitch and YouTube at the same time and Facebook. Which I think is kind of crazy that I could do a stream on multiple channels, and hopefully the video doesn't freeze up, but if it does, it does, c'est la vie. All right, so someone suggested Raven and Swamp Thing as two characters I could draw, and I was like, oh man, Raven and Swamp Thing, that'd be fun. And so it's funny because those suggestions really align with what I've been into lately. The Swamp Thing DC Universe show is phenomenal. It's too bad it got canceled. I'm hoping that they can bring it back, but I doubt they will. And, especially with what's going on in the world right now. The Swamp Thing show was amazing and definitely based off of the Snyder Yannick Pacquiao run, which was so good. And then Titans. Having Titans be on the DC Universe app, also so good. Oh, you suggested Raven. Thank you, Austin. That's a great suggestion. Have you been watching the DC Universe Titans show? It's got 2 seasons, I believe, and I think they're doing a 3rd. I love that show. I think it's great. And the portrayal of Raven, I thought it was unfortunate how they ended the first season into the second season. I felt like they really built it up and then just kind of fell flat. But that second season with Deathstroke, nailed it. Ravager, Deathstroke, other people whose names I can't remember. So good. Deathstroke's for sure one of my favorite characters of all time. And the fact that they did it justice. Did it Titans justice. Did it Young Justice. So this is usually how I start with a pencil drawing. Just a bunch of blue scratches. Random blue scratches. And I'm listening to music. Right now I'm listening to Comeback Kid, which is a band that I like. And I hope everyone's having a great Mother's Day and surrounding yourself with people that you love and having fun. Yeah, that Titan show's great, and it's a bummer that Swamp Thing show got canceled. I don't really know what Raven looks like. This is about the point in the drawing where I go, I should look at some reference. Find out what this character looks like. Okay, cool. She's got like things here, maybe, and a hood, which is dope. It's funny that you suggested Raven and someone else suggested Swamp Thing, because these characters are really, they align currently with what my new creator-owned project is going to be doing. So it's a little hint, a little tease. If you see these characters, you're going to be like, Jesus, it's kind of in the same vein as what. Get the gist. Same vein. So probably something like that. So a Raven up here, something down here, maybe some trees or fire or something. I don't really know what her power is. I guess it's just kind of electrical charges. Like that, maybe. And you can see as I lay this out, I start thinking of this X composition. I want something pointed that way, and something pointed that way, something pointed this way, and then something going this way. So that's how I design a drawing. That's it. All right, and we're done. Just kidding. Yeah, Swamp Thing. I love all those DC shows and DC comics. And if I haven't read a lot of the Titans books with her in it, like I love the Marv Wolfman Perez stuff, but it was just a little before my time. The Baron Blood, I think, storyline is great. I mean, I'm a fan of it for sure. But it's just a little before when I think I was reading a lot of Frank Miller Wolverine at that time. 82. Yeah, or 85, pardon me. And I think that Wolfman Perez Titan stuff just wasn't catching me. I think it's partially, and I'll say this as a little bit of I didn't like Robin on his own. I think that's why the new Teen Titans stuff, Robin on his own just seemed odd to me. I'm like, why is Robin on his own? Why are all these sidekicks on a team? I didn't get it. Now I love it, but at the time I'm like, I don't get it. You have the entire Allison. You have the entire Rights and Run. Yowza. Yeah, that stuff's high watermark for sure. I mean, Alan Moore was just firing on all cylinders. I remember seeing those books those comics in like a used bookstore. So Shellback was a comic book store / art store / gallery that Steve Levine had in Wells, Maine, which is right down the street from where I live. So I'd go there and hang out. And before it was Shellback, it was an antique bookstore. And I would go in there and they'd have comic books in long boxes, and I was a little kid. And one of my most embarrassing moments was I don't know if I want to tell the story. Went in there and I was a little kid. And all those Swamp Thing books and all the Spider-Man books, they had everything. It was current at the time, but at the time for me, even then it was a little vintage. But it had, price tags on them. Like $1, $2. And for some reason in my mind, it's like buy 5, they're like 75 cents. Normally they were $1 each. If you buy 5, they're 75 cents each or something like that. And so in my 5-year-old brain, I thought, if you buy 5, it's only 75 cents for all 5 of them. So I took like a huge stack. I went through, grabbed a bunch of Spider-Man, a bunch of Swamp Thing, a bunch of, really now expensive books, but at the time, $1, $2. And I brought them to the counter, and I gave them like $1, expecting change back, like they'd be 75 cents for all of them. And the guy's like, "You're a stupid kid. That's not what that means." And I was like, I panicked, ran out. He's like, "I gotta put all these back." I was like, So that is one of my most embarrassing. I don't know why that's embarrassing. It's just me being a dumb kid. But so when I got back in the truck, my dad was like, "Did you get anything?" I was like, "I don't want to talk about it." I'm like, "Whatever." No. Because, back then, you'd get a $5 bill and you'd get, 10 comics. So I usually came back with a big stack of books. The fact that I didn't have anything, he's like, "Why didn't you buy any comics?" There's like a bunch of comics, man. I was like, "I don't talk about it. Drive. So pretty silly. Shows that I'm just terrible at math. It's pretty much what that story tells. I don't think it was the guy's fault. I think the signage was probably sufficient for an adult. But for a 5-year-old. So yeah, I don't know if I ever told Steve Levine that story. Steve Levine, one of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle creators. One of the guys early in there with Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. Worked at Mirage Studios. I don't know if I ever told him. I think I've told him I'd been in that store when it was a bookstore before he had it, but it's not there anymore. Now it's just empty. Like a lot of things right now, there's not a lot going on. But that's just the world we live in right now. One of my other favorite artists to work on Swamp Thing, if only briefly, in Wonder Woman, Dave Finch did like a single drawing of him. It's one of the greatest drawings of Swamp Thing I've ever seen. And he just did it for like 1 page. Dude just nailed it. Alright, let me look at some reference here. So Swamp Thing. This is the horned version. I'm doing the horned version of Swamp Thing. He had horns when he was the Avatar of the Green in the Snyder version. And I thought he looked cool with horns for sure. And now I gotta look at what Raven looks like, because I got no clue. Just got like a shadow. So what's everybody up to today? Anybody doing anything fun? I don't think I'm going very far today. Just drawing home all day. Oh, and if anybody wants any commissions from me, or if you want this drawing, drawing hasn't been claimed, so if you want this art, let me know. Happy to finish it up, pencil it, ink it, and you'll have a pencil and an ink version. And I'll mail it to you. So yeah, message me and you can buy it. And if you don't want it, that's cool too. And looks like she's got a belt. No, I think I'm gonna do this version. It's kind of crazy looking. Does not have a belt. Belt, no belt. I'm going no belt. And if you want to get a book, go to Batlanticstudios.com right now, and you can get a bundle, book bundle. Yeah, it looks about like a human face. And if you're watching me on Twitch or YouTube, leave a comment. I can't see your comments, but I'd love to see if anybody watches on Twitch or YouTube, and I can chat with you after. So that's what we got so far. So, and now I just pencil for like 2 hours. That's how this goes. Yeah, Allison, message me. Yeah, DM me. And yeah, this would be. I don't know if I could show. Yeah, you know what my work looks like. If you want to see what my work looks like, you can see it at. Yeah, let me post that. Yeah, this will be a fun one. It'll take me a couple days to finish up. But yeah, this drawing will be available, Allison. If this is something you want, these are pretty crazy cool characters. All right. And now we switch to graphite. We'll use this pencil. So then that's what the graphite looks like over the blue lines. Right. So my blue lines are just kind of a very vague idea of where things are going to go. And then I will say is it's getting nicer at the paper's getting gummier. But that happens. Thanks, Allison. I appreciate it. Yeah, if anybody wants to see more of my work, you can go to DylanAndrewsArt.com or go to DylanAndrewsArt.com. But if you don't want to see more of my work, that's cool too. That's all. Let's do much hood. I like the size of this eraser, but it's super flaky. So yeah, if I can't, if I don't respond to your comments, just because I can't see the comments, but if I respond, but please don't let that stop you. If you have a comment, question, concern, please post it. Let me show you what some other stuff looks like. I know people are interested in getting commissions. I'll show you some drawings. So instead of just staring at a blank, I'll show you these. So we're just talking about Deathstroke. That's my Deathstroke drawing I just recently did. And then this is what it looks like inked. And these drawings are all available. If you see something here you want, just message me. And then I got Moon Knight. I got Black Widow. These are all 11x17. And then I got Marv from Sin City. That's what it looks like inked. I got Pitt. Pitt ink, Pitt pencils. I got Hellboy. So yeah, if you see something here you want, yeah, send me a message. I'd be happy to send it out to you. Mail it right out to you. Ooh, this is one I just did. This one's kind of cool. Shadowhawk. That was a fun one. Shadowhawk. So yeah, those are all available. And that's what the finished ink pages look like. And that's what the pencils look like. So that's fun. So there, now you can look at that instead of just staring at the... Yeah, Allison, if you want anything, let me know. That's what my finished commissions look like, and those are all available. I just did those for fun. Happy to send it out to you. A fellow DC fan. Seems like you're either a DC fan or a Marvel fan. I'd say I'm more of a DC fan. There isn't really anything Marvel's doing right now that I'm psyched about. There's definitely some older stuff I'm into. The Moon Knight by Declan Shalvey, Warren Ellis. That was great. I really wish they would do an artist edition of that. That's like a masterclass in storytelling. You guys are genius. So yeah, drawing is just kind of time consuming. And as you get further along, there's a tipping point I've found where it kind of, things can happen like, oh yeah, bang, 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 things kind of fire quick. But for the most part, it's just kind of a slow, methodical like, people said, like, oh, geez, you draw really fast. I'm like, I don't think I draw that fast. I'm glad you think that. I'm glad people think that. I think that's a good, I think they mean that as a good thing. But I prefer to see it as being decisive. Especially when you're inking, you know. When I'm inking, I'm trying to throw lines, you know, rather decisively. So it might appear to be fast or quick, but for the most part, it's just trying to throw lines decisively. Especially when, I mean, if you're doing digital, I know I've gotten in that, kind of caught up in, you know, undo. But when you're traditional inking, you just kind of got to go with what you got. But yeah, I'm enjoying the process where I do the pencils on one and the inks on the other. I think people dig that. I think they like getting both. You know, because I hate the idea of just spending all this time on the pencils and then just delete erasing it. It's like, oh, spent 4 hours on those pencils and then just erase them. So I can ink over them. It's like, well, wow, that's kind of silly. This way, people like seeing the pencils. I think people like getting both. If you've gotten pencils and inks from me and you like that, please comment below. If you hate it, then say nothing. Keep it yourself. If you're like, oh, geez, I really wish he'd ink over the pencils. Like, why? I don't think it's better. I prefer to get both. But what do I know? So I hope everyone's having a good Mother's Day. I know the current events kind of prevent us from, you know, being as active as we'd like. But, you know, it's just kind of the reality we're living in right now. Do what we gotta do. Oops, bumped the camera. Sorry about that. Thank you, Allison. I think it's super cool too. And that's how I like doing it. So that's how I'm going to do it. And probably what's going to happen here is you'll see as I start to work on the face and the expression, the proportions, like that hand's super big, which is kind of a thing I do. I don't hate that. You know, I think it's kind of a curvy thing. But this is a female character, I probably should tone it down a little bit. So I might be looking more at. So I'll keep working on that. It's a little distorted because of the tilt of the board. You know, like everything's kind of tilted back from the camera. So there's a little bit of distortion that way, but I think you get the idea what I'm doing here. And yeah, I mean, this is how I draw, you know. Might not be everyone's cup of tea, but yeah, I really love drawing, and I really get a lot of enjoyment out of it. So I hope that comes across. Hope it comes across how much I enjoy drawing when people see my work. you know how passionate I am for it and how much I want to continue to grow and improve. And then just go in here and noodle away at this Swamp Thing head for hours. Horned Swamp Thing. Yeah, so this will look like this when it's done, which will be at least a couple of days, where I'll just kind of pick away at this as I feel like it. But yeah, this drawing is available. First one to PayPal me gets it. So if you want it, DM me right now. Direct message me. Give you my PayPal info and finish it up for you. Mail it off. If you just want the pencils, that's cool. If you want inks too, yeah, let's do it. I hope everyone's staying safe and staying home. A lot of conventions canceled, which is a bummer. I'm usually out doing conventions most weekends. But I will say, not having conventions every weekend has enabled me to get a lot of drawing done. I know that seems odd, but hard to get really reasonable. Hard to get a large body of work done if you're traveling every weekend. It's just counterintuitive. But if you're home during an event, like what we've been experiencing collectively, it can be very productive. It has been for me. Because there's nothing else to do. Might as well draw all day. It's one of my favorite straight up pencilers, Paul Pelletier. He's definitely one of my fave straight up pencilers, and his work on Hulk, so good. So good. And I know if you saw my work, you wouldn't think, oh yeah, definitely a huge Paul Pelletier influence, but for sure, that guy, he knows his stuff. It's getting closer. All right. man. Don't you hate when you drop your eraser and it goes really far away? Like that eraser's really far away now. Yeah, so this drawing and those other drawings are available if anybody wants any art from me, or if you want a different character, let me know. Happy to draw for you. Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate it, man. Thanks, Cameron. This drawing is available. If this is something you'd like, let me know. Suggestions were Swamp Thing and Raven. I'm like, oh man, that's right up my alley. That's totally what I'm working towards right now with my new Creator on series, which I haven't announced yet, but will be announcing soon. I think people get a kick out of it. This definitely has a similar feel. So what's everybody up to today? Am I doing anything fun? Everybody having a happy Mother's Day? Yeah, if anybody's watching, please comment. Love to hear what everybody's up to. It gives me somebody to talk to. Or not. All right, that's good. Getting there. Avatar, Swamp Thing, and Raven. Thanks for watching. Go to BatlanticStudios.com. Go to DylanAndrewsArt.com. Twitch.tv/BatlanticStudios and DylanDistraction.com. Okay, bye. Happy Mother's Day.